Hello.
Hi.
We are back.
It's us.
We just went and saw Sonic 3.
Yeah, it was fucking dope.
It was good.
Yeah, and before anybody clicks off, I already know what this episode is going to be mainly about. We're going to talk about Sonic 3 and my vasectomy, which is a great fucking combination. So you should fucking stick around. Because the movie was hype, and my balls are still sore.
Yeah. I was going to say, yeah, we haven't... we basically, like, he came over and we got there. We've, like, not talked. It's not even really on purpose. I think we're both exhausted.
Yeah.
Which is why I made an espresso drink.
I took a sip before I cheered.
Oh, yeah, shit. No, it's cool. Again, we're exhausted. Or I should say you were exhausted.
Yeah, I had to... well, I didn't have to. My buddy Nick had to go to the airport this morning, so I had to wake up at 5 o'clock to get him to the airport, and then I couldn't fall back to sleep.
Yeah.
But it's fine. I should honestly start waking up at 5 o'clock again to get used to work for next week.
And then I just been... we went to my parents' in-laws in Florida, and I can't sleep not at home.
I'm kind of the opposite now.
I have such a hard time. I don't know what if it one. I mean, also it's Florida, so it's hot. So like,
yeah,
that was taking a bit used to. But like, other than that, like I basically just didn't really sleep well for 4 days. So like the last two have just been like that, like sleep I didn't expect to have.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I was gonna say, I did not sleep very well from the 20th until like the 26th.
Yeah, I imagine.
Because I'm a side sleeper.
And you can't.
And you can't. No, I'd fall asleep on my back and then I'd roll over.
Oh.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's like getting sack tapped, but like constantly. And it was not fun, man.
You need to just call Jake and tell him all of these things, because
it wasn't that bad though.
I know, but like, he's just like he just wanted to know what he know.
The procedure was weird. When you stand up, there's a lot more blood than you expect.
Yeah.
Like they put like a little thing down, but the doctor was like, "All right, we're all set, man. You should still be numb, but be careful. Like, you know."
Yeah, because you can't feel it.
He's like, "Leave that gauze in there." Blah blah blah. And I stood up and I looked down. I was like, "Oh no!" It looked honestly the back of the wall that they can't see on camera. But like my ass cheeks and like a nut print, and I was like, "Oh, that's so much."
Oh, I wish we could show that. That's funny. I mean, to be fair, it's not, but also, like, the whole time you say this, it just mine is just throbbing a little.
Too bad, man. Like, I'm not really that sore now. Like I said, there's still some, like, sometimes the zipper hits the stitches, and that's not fun. But I mean, day 4, I was installing that floor.
So where exactly is the cut?
It's the vas deferens.
Yeah.
Like, do you got a pencil?
No.
Well, okay. Here's your nut sack.
Yeah.
Here's your pee-pee.
Yeah.
Right? And this is the top of your nut sack. It's literally right where the cheeks are.
Yeah.
Like right up top.
So they go in like that? That's okay.
Kind of.
So there's two little...
Yeah, there's two. Yeah. Which I forgot about. I used to be a nurse. For whatever reason, I was thinking there was just one. And there's two.
So they cut it from the inside internally, and then they...
Well, from the outside.
Got it, yeah.
Yeah. They, like, go in, clip it, and... solder. Not solder, copper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But it wasn't that bad. I mean, me and the doctor talked about, like, people stealing cars. He thinks that my dad might have tried to recruit him. Because he was like, well, why are you in Michigan? Like, you said you're from Oklahoma and stuff. I was like, oh, my dad's a recruiter, or was, like, before 2010 or before 2008, like, Dearborn area. He was like, oh, I tried to join around then. He's like, what office? And, like, I was like, I don't know, somewhere in Dearborn. He was like, was it over here? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, maybe your dad tried to recruit me. I was like, well, he doesn't look like me. This big buff black guy named Byers, and the doctor was like, "I think I know your dad." And the whole time he's like, boop, boop, boop. Yeah.
He's just like, oh god, that's so good. He's just sitting. That's funny. Small world.
Yeah, it was awkward. To say
Yeah.
the least. Like, I realized because of the podcast, we're really good at talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't the most awkward part. Like, the most awkward part was you're literally sitting there with like a big paper towel over your stuff.
Yeah.
And like, I had 2 paper towels. But then the nurse will come in and like set up all the tools and stuff. The nurses are all moderately attractive girls.
Yep.
And I was like,
I got 2 paper towels.
and he had to tape my stuff up.
And the nurses are like, he's got 2 paper towels.
I had to Google that later because the tape was a little annoying, and I Googled it, and you only get taped for certain reasons, and I'm proud of myself. It was fucking weird, man.
Now I don't know if we're supposed to nickname the podcast Revenge Guacamole or 2 paper towels.
No, but it wasn't too bad, man. Yeah. And then I go back January 24th, and then probably like a month after that, and then a month after that, and then 3 months after that, and so on and so forth. Make sure that it took.
That's fair.
There's a 1 in 10,000 chance that it doesn't, and you gotta try again. And I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I hope you don't too, because that would suck.
Yeah.
Dude. But yeah, Sonic 3 was good.
Sonic 3 fucking slapped, man.
So, like, okay, like, obviously, like, we've talked about it. I haven't seen the first or the second ones, and I haven't played any of the games, really, so I didn't know anything of the story, other than generically, like, these are the characters, and they have personalities. Like, I kind of played them, but not really.
They did most of these ones, they did kind of... Sonic 3 was mainly, like, Sonic Adventure 2. Like,
yeah.
Lore-wise.
Okay.
But they did change a few things,
Yeah.
Because it's PG.
Yeah, they made it more PG.
They also had a lot of Snapcube references, and you probably don't know much about Snapcube. You might have heard some of their audio on like TikTok and stuff.
Yeah.
But they do a lot of like fan dubs of Sonic games, and this shit is hilarious. Like, one of the references they did when the laser hits the moon is he pissed on the fucking moon, and like that's what they call it for some reason. And then there's another one where Eggman takes over like the screens, and he goes, "I have an announcement to make." And like, I thought they were gonna do that, but they kind of did, and turned it into another reference where he's like, "Tails, I miss my wife," and his wife was Agent Stone. I'm like, oh, that's really cool that they're like referencing like fucking YouTubers. Like, that's wild. Like,
That's cool.
it was really cool, man.
Yeah, I well, not knowing any of that, just
the
the
Hot Topic reference and the highlights and shit.
That was pretty
that's
funny.
All Snapcube. Yeah.
No, there was definitely some stuff I recognized, and like, for me, like, there was multiple times throughout it that, like, obviously it's very cheesy, so I have to remind myself it is a kids movie for like younger kids, and so the whole time, like I'm watching essentially it's all the parts with
the family.
Yes.
Yeah, like Tom and them.
With Tom.
They don't need to be there.
Yeah.
I get why they're there, but it reminds me of Sonic X. Not Sonic X. Is it Sonic X? The one with the kid?
No idea.
Well, there's one where Sonic and them, and I think they were kind of referencing that, and they couldn't do a full Sonic movie because, like, a lot of people don't know Sonic, so they got to have, like, some human people in there. But Sonic X, there's just, like, a kid who's, like, with the Sonic group, and he doesn't do shit until, like, the 3rd season, where they age him up to an adult.
Honestly, like, Yeah, for sure. I definitely felt like obviously the whole joke is that like, all right, they did all this stuff before, and so now they're retired, and now they, okay, we're weeks after this. If you haven't seen the movie, sorry, it's a couple of you guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll put a spoiler in the thumbnail. If you haven't watched Sonic 3, what the fuck is wrong with you? I almost didn't watch it because so many people already went and saw it, and I was like, I went and saw Spider-Man by myself. I can't go see Sonic by myself.
That's fair.
I'm autistic, but that I know the social cues are bad with that.
Yeah, no, you can't. So yeah, we were just like, all right, fuck it, let's go. It was a good time, but I enjoyed it. Honestly, I thought the effects were really good.
Oh yeah, dude.
I was impressed.
The ending was fucking really good, man.
Yeah. I thought it was really cool. I did laugh at still all of the thinking at it as an adult of the moon thing, and I was just like, it's still gonna gravitational
the world is ended.
It's still ending. You still didn't succeed.
Dude, that and how close the explosion was,
still
fucked.
Yep. The mini the mini black hole stuff, that's cool. All of it is great. It was great. Either way, again, coming from the mind of a kid that exact, you can do that. That's a thing. And so the moon one.
Yeah. And my thing was just, it happened in the game. And I was like, oh fuck yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was still, I did like it. I thought it was pretty funny. There is a part of me that when Jim Carrey's doing some of the stuff in the movie.
The Grinch.
Not even. Well, yes, but some of the dance stuff.
Yeah.
That one, I'm not gonna lie. There was part of me where I watched it and I thought I could see some of Jim Carrey in his eyes, seeing I'm losing my soul because he's dancing this choreography TikTok style.
I think that is Jim Carrey. He really stopped giving a fuck. He said he won't act anymore, and then he's
other than
the Sonic movies, and he says oh yeah, I needed money.
Yeah,
but it's also he gets to do whatever he wants.
True.
And even big Sonic fans, we don't really like him as Robotnik. He's literally playing the Grinch, but it fits.
I mean, I guess that outside looking in of not really, from what I've seen of Dr. Robotnik, there isn't a lot of story, right?
There is and there isn't.
That to me, that's kind of most of it. Is there there isn't a lot of lore that it really is in the games. There is, but
each iteration changes him a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like that. Obviously, I assume he was skinny before, so all of a sudden now this was his evolution into the fat version of Eggman.
Yeah. There's some where he's kind of built a buffer me.
Yeah.
Sonic Boom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tapered up real tiny legs. But yeah, this was them slowly turning him more into Eggman.
Yeah. Which in a way, I could definitely see a lot of some of those things. They're okay, this was his. He wasn't looked like. I know he didn't look like that in the first movies. So this was his. Okay, he does this, and then there's some cool.
The first movie, he didn't have the big bushy Eggman mustache.
It was smaller, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then the second one, he's living on that mushroom planet. It's all fucking wild and crazy, and then he gets electrocuted, and it. So they have been slowly making him more and more Eggman, which is kind of a fun little Easter egg, I guess.
Yeah, and then obviously, I feel bad, but if you go see it and you haven't, and you missed, and you left after credits started, like we did,
Yeah, there is an after credit.
Yeah, there was an after credits. He missed it because he was like, I need to go to the bathroom. And then I just happened to be standing there when someone opened the door and they're like, oh, and I was like, I just ran back in. It is, I mean, I thought it was kind of cool. It's a quick setup for whatever the next one will be.
Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do. There's a lot they can do, but with the vibes they're in, I'm like, you really don't want to do the weird Sonic as a knight because he has a relationship with a human woman and it's weird.
Well, honestly, I think at this point, like, they bring in, without giving up what the ending is, that person, the stuff that happens that I told you.
That's also like,
I don't know.
They could do some stuff with that. They could bring in chaos too, which I kind of thought they were going to for a little bit in this one, but then I was like, no, that's Spider-Man 3. Like, you're bringing in too many villains.
Well, I was gonna say I don't know the other villains, so I'm sure there's a thing they'll do that.
Oh, yeah. There's plenty of them. I mean,
but
yeah.
I did enjoy it. To be fair, like, in a way though, I don't feel like this is a movie style that you can't just keep doing because it's for kids.
You can.
Oh, sorry. Meaning, like, no matter what the story is, they can just keep making them.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, they can do that. It's not like it's I'm not going to be upset that they keep making them because it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if, like, kids that age out, it'll always just be for kids.
The thing, though, is...
It's not.
The Sonic fandom... Once they make a bad one, we're going to be like, you're fucking done.
Agreed.
Like, cut off.
But but to be fair, I don't think there is a massive, there's a bar, but there's not we're not expecting it to be.
This was the first fandom that bullied a studio into redoing all of the animation.
So I have thought about this.
You got the conspiracy that they did it on purpose?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in there too.
I really think they didn't even bother with having to redo it. I don't think they ever didn't do that.
I've heard that conspiracy too.
I think they
is
because I think it would take a lot longer than a year to redo what they did. I think.
No, because they had the assets really. Like they had like the spot. They just had to change the model.
They just had to change his face.
Fine tune certain things. No, they had to change a lot. He had like realistic proportions. Like,
oh yeah, well, but again, that's where I feel like I think they just planned on like, let's make a fake trailer where he looks like shit. We're already still editing the movie anyways. Let's just make one funny one.
It's kind of like the Robbie Williams thing that's going on. You're not in on this yet. Bro, there's a fucking biopic coming out about some big artist that never got big in the US. And all of TikTok, it's like everybody in the UK, it feels like they're gaslighting us. They're like, you don't fucking know Robbie Williams? Like, he's incredible. Like, you know, my mom, like, that was her wedding song, blah, blah, blah. Like, they're comparing him to Justin Timberlake.
Is this Shazam? Is this Shazam, but for America?
I think so. He never got big here. Like, and I thought it was like a prank, and I was on the whole conspiracy of like, oh, they're making somebody up, and like they're putting out fake videos for this fake biopic, because the biopic is about a rock star, but it's a CGI monkey. And it sounds like a fake movie. It's like a one monkey, everybody else is humans. And I'm like, that looks kind of interesting. And then I found out, wait, this is a real guy? And it doesn't add up. But then I realized, like, a lot of the British stuff I've watched, like Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
There's literally a scene where they're like, oh, our musical guest had to drop out for a family emergency. And everyone's like, oh, no, oh, my God. And then Ted Lasso, a dude from Kansas, is like, oh, who dropped out? And they're like, Robbie Williams. And everyone's like, oh my God, Robbie Williams? We lost Robbie Williams? And he's like, who's that? This was years ago. Mm-hmm. So Robbie Williams is a guy. None of us know who the fuck he is.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like,
Well, to be
everywhere.
fair, like you mentioned that, but like I've listened to like, so the Downbeat, I've mentioned it a long time ago probably, but the Downbeat podcast, it's the drummer from Stray from the Path, Craig Reynolds, and he's from Scotland. Or not Scotland. Yes, Scotland. But he in the UK there was this band that was humongous called Blur.
Yeah.
Like
I know Blur.
Yes, I guess like I didn't realize I knew them, but once they said the name, I was like, oh, so that's who they are. I didn't even know they were English. So there are those moments where like very few of those UK things actually take the world, like the Spice Girls.
Yeah, the Beatles.
Yeah, the Beatles. I love that the Spice Girls was my first thing, not the Beatles.
To be fair, the Spice Girls was my first thing too.
It was all, yeah. It was our, I mean, that's our generation.
Yeah.
But like the Spice Girls, the Beatles.
Well, I mean, there's even Don Broco.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them
there's
that
a
come
couple
over.
of us that,
Muse.
yeah.
But this dude has been, I don't want to say global. I
Mhm.
want to say international, because honestly, if you don't make it in
Europe.
the US, you're not fucking global. The US is huge.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like what it is like there is the rest of the world, and then there's the rest of the world with America when it comes to
but
consumerism.
it's full on North America. Like nobody in Mexico really knows who he is. Nobody in the US. Nobody in Canada. Like, so I don't want to call him global. I
Yeah.
want to call him international, because you're missing
Yeah.
a whole fucking hemisphere.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Essentially.
But yeah, he's apparently big everywhere. Like, he had a couple songs that blew up over here.
We just kind of didn't take.
But everyone was like, eh.
To be fair, that is a thing that the U.S. market is just like I mean, it's so owned is most of it.
I mean, we're huge.
Yeah,
And
we're humongous
we're such a
and
melting pot. We got everything. you know?
yeah. But yeah, like that is interesting. I would.
Yeah, that was a conspiracy I had for a while, until somebody showed me the Ted Lasso clip, and I was like, well, that came out years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So Robbie Williams was
Must
a
be
person.
known.
Like, because for a while there, I was like, no, these are fake videos. I
Yeah.
was like, these are people coming on, like, they're hyping up this fake movie. Like, I've seen some crazy ad campaigns for movies. Like, Cloverfield was wild. They had, like, whole, like, deep lore shit for that. And that was when the internet wasn't even the internet.
Yeah.
Like, but then I was like, there's no way they fucking put a reference to this in a TV show
Yeah.
years ago.
Just cause. Well, that's crazy. I mean, shit. But I don't know,
The
like.
movie looks good.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, it does.
I was gonna say, yeah, like it's funny, I am becoming not internet.
Yeah, I'm becoming worse.
I am slowly not being on the internet.
I'm becoming
Because
worse.
I am kind of intentionally trying to not be on the internet as much, because it's just infuriating.
I'm getting worse. I feel like you could. This is serious, but also we went and watched Sonic 3
Yes.
because I had to.
Yeah.
I'm getting left behind
Yeah.
by my generation. And
Yes.
I'm going to be the fucking, how do you do, fellow kids?
Yeah.
Because I watched a video where it was a Gen Z kid explaining Gen Z slang, and it was a Gen Alpha kid explaining Gen Alpha slang to a millennial that was a year younger than me. And they were like, bro, I have no idea what you're talking about. And the whole time I was like, how do you not know this? Because it's just
Fuck.
yeah.
We're old, man. I'm becoming the old
understand
guy.
all of it, but also I have nothing going on in life except for work, the internet, and occasional parties, man.
Yeah. We are like, I was laughing because I'm just like, obviously I was glad there wasn't too many things in the movie that I didn't understand.
It's pretty easy to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not doing the comic shit, which gets wild.
Yeah. Well, I guess like just because I'm sitting here like I was scared there were going to be a lot of those like younger references that I was just not picking up on, and maybe there even were.
There were probably a few that you didn't get, but those are for people like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I thought that hopefully that, I don't know, I pay attention enough, but not a lot. I mostly just, I don't really post. I mostly just post like, obviously I just share a lot of mostly just like anti like people things.
It's your turn.
It's my turn. I'm the angry.
Yeah, I was the
I'm
angry
angry.
in 2020. You're the angry now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's well at this point it's mostly just because I kind of at this point I almost find it funny because like CEOs are scared as hell. I love it. And then I've been reading.
I gotta take that back a little bit. Sorry, you're the angry one now.
Yeah.
I already had my angry. Now I'm at the level where if I get a terminal illness, I'm not angry anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're on microphones. Context clues.
Yeah.
Call
basically.
me Mario.
Yeah, no. Your boy ordered my brother-in-law some Luigi merch because he's collecting Luigi shit now. And I was like, to be honest, I bought him a shirt I thought I should get. It says you just got Luigi'd. And it's just Luigi like this with the Nintendo logo. I'm like,
nice.
Yes. So yeah, it's funny. But yeah, we've been sending those memes back. I mean, we're just it's just evil CEO people.
I was doing that for a while.
Cool. There are CEOs that do good shit. Just there's a lot more of them that aren't.
Far and few in between.
Yeah, we need more of the good ones, please. For fuck's sake, just do good shit. That's all. That's all we want.
Yeah.
Literally, like wow. But yeah, wow. It was either.
Are we doing? If I get terminal cancer, and you see me in a purple Waluigi outfit, you better fucking run.
Wow.
Wow. Pop pop.
Oh god, that's so funny. No, it was either way. Like, back to that. Like,
Sonic was great.
Sonic was good. I was very happy with it. I was happy that there wasn't a lot, like, any moments that I really was like, oh, that, like, shitty CGI, and that took me out of it.
Dude, there was one moment.
One.
Yeah, but it wasn't a CGI issue. It was, they tried to merge practical effects with CGI, and I could tell that the beginning when Shadow breaks out of the prison, they, like, have the wall explode, and it's a practical effect, but you can see, like, the fake bricks falling, and then it switches over to CGI and pans out a little bit, and I'm like, that didn't match.
Oh, see, I saw. I mean, to be fair, it was the stuff with Jim Carrey, but it was just one little instance, and I was like, I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Like, other than that, it was some cool stuff. I'm trying not to give a lot away if we do talk about it, but yeah, it was a great movie. I thought it was pretty fun. Good. I liked the way that like for me, I didn't feel like I needed to know what happened in the previous movies to understand what happened. They did a good job of just making it like if you just pop into this movie, you can see it because
there was only a couple references
like obviously I could tell that Knuckles
the Donut Lord joke.
Donut Lord jokes. There's some obviously Knuckles was not friends first kind of thing, you know. So at this point, like I might actually go watch those other ones just for the sake of.
I enjoyed them. The second one was better.
Yeah.
Than the first. The third one's honestly
the best
out of them all. Yeah.
Okay. To me, that makes sense.
Ending.
Well, in a way, to me, that one felt like. It always felt like it was a series that they had to set up to be great. Like I didn't think the first one would be phenomenal. I just thought it'd be like cool. How are they introducing him into this like human world?
Yeah.
And other than that, like I was like, they have to find some weird way. It's not about that. It's about like him fighting Eggman in some way or fashion. And how do you do that? And then like when again, like you said, he didn't have his features, so like there's a whole way where he's supposed to be evolving. So I did think that was kind of cool that they didn't just go with right way. Here's him, because then it would suck. There's no way to evolve the story.
Yeah, it'd be a little weird.
Yeah.
The first couple were okay. Third one, really good.
Yeah.
They had the Akira slide reference in there with the motorcycle turning sideways.
Oh yeah.
I love that shit. And then the fucking Dragon Ball Z fights.
Yeah, oh my god. I literally was like, I know what, like, I pretty much knew which fight they like referenced. Was that the Frieza fight?
Parts of it.
It looked like parts of that and parts of Boo.
Parts of Frieza. They had parts of the Broly fight in there. When he like dragged him.
Yes.
That was fucking Broly.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, they were like, oh, so that was super DBZ shit. Yeah. I loved it.
Which is, I'm hoping eventually they introduce Silver.
They will.
Because he's got some psychic powers, which is weird, but he was originally like them making fun of Trunks. Like, because Trunks is from the future, Silver's from the future, and that's why he comes back, blah, blah, blah. But it's some cool shit.
That's cool.
His super hedgehog form is full on like the same as Trunks going Super Saiyan, where his hair like breaks out and pops. It's sick.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And it felt like that's where they're going with it. Yeah. They're just, to be fair, like there's not going to be anyone that is upset that they do the thing people are asking for. Yeah. That's what they don't care. They're just like, let's give it to them. We just want to make this movie and we're going to do it right. Let's make them happy. Because that's what it is. Make them happy. And I felt it, even though I haven't played the games. Oh, and then we joked right when the credits started rolling. The first thing we saw when we walked in, obviously we weren't there early on, but first credit that rolled for us was a Sonic game.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, God damn it, they got me. I'm already gonna get one. And then they rolled another one. They rolled some whatever commercial, and then they rolled another, and I was like, damn. And I turned to him and I was like, I think I'm gonna get one. He's like, me too.
I was like, I'm glad my phone's turned off because I was gonna start the download while we were in there.
To be fair, I thought about that today, like when we got home, but I was like, we got to record and get all this set up. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm gonna grab my Switch.
I was mentioning it to Melissa. The fan art shit. Like, if somebody did fan art of me and you, that was sexual in nature, they would probably put Brandon X Edie. I hope they don't put EDX Brandon because that's not alphabetical and it feels wrong. But it would probably be Brandon X Edie, which means like Brandon and Edie.
Yeah.
Fucking. That's how you look up fan art. The sexually explicit fan art of a character and another character. They named the new Sonic game Sonic X Shadow. Or Shadow X Sonic, I don't remember.
Yeah.
They fucking know. They know what they did. So when people go and Google Sonic X Shadow,
well, the people that are used to play those games are now old and will still play those games. So they're again, it's a lot of meta shit. Like there's a lot of breaking the fourth wall in the movies. So that makes sense.
But it does look good. And there's a DLC where you get to play a level where Sonic is voiced by Ben and Shadow is voiced by Keanu.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely I was thinking about like it'd be fun to I'm going to get one of them. I'll probably get at least the one Sonic 2 like you were saying.
If you got the Switch, I think Adventure 2 is on there.
Yeah.
That one's fun.
I'll get Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah.
And then I'll get maybe one other one if let's see. But dude, I did not know you can't use your Switch without Wi-Fi.
I didn't either.
I brought it to play on the... Well, originally I charged my DS to bring it on the plane to go down and back. And then Melissa was like, you don't want to bring your Switch? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to bring my Switch. Will not work without Wi-Fi.
That's weird. I had coworkers that would bring their Switch to work at like Jimmy John's and shit.
Do they connect to the works Wi-Fi?
I don't know.
Because
that seems weird because it's supposed to be portable.
Well, that's what I thought. Because I guess portable in your house when you're connected. Because
No, Destiny brought it camping. No, we didn't go camping.
Because I brought it on the plane and I turned it on and it said I went to just play Pokemon. It's a game that I own. It's not like it needs the internet. And it said cannot connect to Wi-Fi. It will not load.
That might be a licensing thing. That's fucking weird.
I mean, I was just like, what? Like, and it made me mad.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
So that would piss me off.
So I was like, what the hell? Like, next time I'm just bringing the DS. It's smaller. It's easier and everything. But like, one paper towel.
One paper towel. Dude, I so badly I want to talk to somebody about that, but I stayed at their house because they were borrowing my car, and I didn't want to tell them about that because it would be weird, but I so badly wanted to tell somebody, be like, oh, I had 2 paper towels and I got taped. But I couldn't tell fucking anybody, man.
That's so funny.
I can't tell my roommate. Hi, Chrissy, if you're watching.
2 paper towels.
2 paper towels. That might be the episode title.
It is.
They're not brawny fucking quicker picker upper bullshit.
Yeah.
They're like the actual like surgical cleaning towels with the blue frame. You know what I'm talking about if you've been to the doctors. I had 2 of those.
But yeah, it was Sonic was good.
Sonic was great.
Oh, it's so good. No, either way, I'll wrap up Florida. It was yeah.
Sorry.
No, I mean too.
We jumped right into my balls and Sonic.
No,
I forgot Florida. Man.
No, I forgot Florida too. It was just like I didn't forget it, but like it was a really chill time. Honestly, it was only a short time, so that was kind of like we didn't really do a lot, but we just kind of relaxed with our parents at the house. That was most of it, and then like, they did take me out for a shit. What's one thing? Okay, we went to the pool. That's about it. We just relaxed, did that, and then we went and they took me to dinner for my birthday.
Nice.
At since they obviously won't be up here for it. But this is all right. Last episode.
Are we recording on Thursday?
I don't know.
Because it's your birthday.
But I work too.
True.
I don't know. I'll ask her because I think we're going to dinner later on that day and stuff. So like we probably could. To catch up, honestly, we probably could, but either way, they took us out to this place called Coconut Jack's. It was like 45 minutes, an hour away, like on the water. Really fucking good. It's just like it's just a really really good fish place. It was like they had I got a chili lime fried snapper. Like a whole fish, like not the whole, like a whole side, and with like a pineapple salsa with yellow rice and veggies. Dude, that fish slapped.
I feel like I would eat that. I'm not a huge fish guy.
Yeah.
Like, I liked this is gross. I liked the defac tilapia. And the defac is like the army kitchen.
Yeah. It's probably just really salty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you like fried fish?
I also was fucking starving the whole time. I do like fried like cod.
Yeah, yeah.
But this was like, it wasn't fried. It was, fucking baked. Probably.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was also like, we didn't have much else to eat.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit was like my favorite meal, man. Whenever I saw that, I was like, hell yeah, tilapia. And then everyone's like, yeah, they eat their own shit. And I was like, I would too, man. Like,
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
No,
Other than that, I don't really like fish.
I mean, that's the thing. So, like, I think having it fried is definitely the best way to, like, enjoy a fish if you don't really like fish. Because, like, I like salmon, so we bake salmon a lot. Yeah. Like, it's different.
I don't like pink fish.
That's fair.
I like white fish, like cod. Feels racist.
So, snapper is, like, an in-between, I guess. It's, so grouper is also very, very good. It's a sweeter fish. And then snapper is also kind of sweeter, but it's a little more like it's a little more steak tendons like texture than fishy. And yeah, dude, I am going to have to do fried fish at some point because like we just don't really fry a lot of food because we just don't eat relatively healthy. But at a certain point, I'm like, that was like really good. It didn't make me feel like shit because it was fresh fish. So it'll be one of those like there's this place called in Pontiac that she said is like one of the freshest fish markets she's ever been to, and it's the only one she trusts.
In Pontiac?
Yeah.
Well, Pontiac does have probably my favorite Mexican restaurant that's in a grocery store.
Okay.
It's so good. We need to go.
I'm down.
I tried to get you to go.
Let's
when
go.
I lived there. It's literally like a mile and a half from where I used to live. So good.
We have to go then.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're supposed to. I need to go to this fish market, so I'm gonna go. Eventually, that's what I want to go get. I'll get like I'm going to recreate that meal. That's what I want to do. Okay. Because it was like a cornmeal style batter, not like beer batter too. So it had the textural fry. Yeah. And the chili lime flavoring. Yeah. And yes.
What's sad is you know exactly what I'm talking about.
They had a key lime aioli.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it really was like light and like had all the crisp that you want, but it was still really light in flavor, and I was still full as fuck. Also, one of the things I like about fish is like I can eat a ton of it, and then like an hour later, I'm not bloated and gross.
Dude, I used to do. It was when I first lost the weight again. I gotta probably do it again. I used to eat nothing but tuna salad because my first girlfriend's mom showed me it, and I'm not talking like tuna salad like mayonnaise, tuna, pickles, eggs. No, it's a salad with tuna, tomatoes, because I don't like cucumbers. Tuna, tomatoes. It's literally just lettuce, tuna, tomato, and then a red wine vinaigrette. That's it. Some salt and pepper, and like you could literally eat a bowl like that box size, like full of the salad. You're full for the whole day. Like I think I would eat that for lunch. I would have 2 boiled eggs in the morning before I left for work. I would eat that for lunch around like 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then I want to say I was working crazy hours, so I wouldn't eat dinner. I would just go to bed. And I lost a shit ton of weight. Not when I lived with you. That was methamphetamines and depression.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm Cheers, buddy.
That was 4 years ago.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. But no, I'm thinking about like I'm definitely gonna be trying after like my birthday this weekend. I'm gonna be trying to eat a lot cleaner for the month, I think, and really try and focus on making myself go to that gym. Because mostly because I took the month off. I need to get back. Yeah. It's not even a January thing.
Dude, truthfully, like, joking about the depression, if I had taken another week off, it would have been awful for me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so glad I'm going back to work. Like, because I have too much time to think about shit. But I do also, like, I was happy I could get the vasectomy in there while I had time off.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh, there's so much stuff I can do around the house. I can get back to the gym. I can meal prep. Like, I finally feel like I can go back to the gym now.
Yeah.
Like,
you needed rest.
oh, 100%.
And that's that's what the vasectomy did. It forced you to actually rest.
Yeah.
Because you haven't done that for like a year.
No. And even then, I was, installing a floor.
Yeah.
Helping somebody get a car.
Yeah.
Like.
But it wasn't 12 hours every single day. You could go to sleep and whatever.
I went to bed at 9 o'clock Christmas Day. Woke up at 11. Went to my parents' house.
Yeah.
I made some mistakes.
Just Jim's in the camera. I know that.
I'm not doing that until probably my brother's birthday in March.
Yeet.
When I know I'm fully sterile.
But yeah, I no, it's been dude, yeah, so sorry, we're recording actually on New Year's. It's 31st.
It is full on New Year's Eve for us.
It's New Year's Eve
today.
Yeah. So it's definitely on my mind's on that, like multiple times. Actually, probably after you leave, I think I'm going to make myself go downstairs and start measuring the basement and taping.
Okay. I do have I'll have to get it back from Chloe, but I do have a brad nailer and a jigsaw. Okay. So we can use that whenever she's done with whatever she's working on.
Yeah.
I gotta get that back from herself.
Well, at this point, I just need to start. I'm kind of in the mindset, like, I want to start doing that and planning that. And taping it out. Because once I have it taped out, I can really look at it and be like, all right, let's start, like, pricing out things. Because that's going to be slow but sure type thing. And then, well, that, and I also need to go to, like, Home Depot and look at, like, what sink am I actually going to get. And I'll probably just get, like, an industrial square sink kind of ideal. But
yeah, good Menards.
Yeah. Well, yeah, actually. But either way, I want to start doing that today, and then, like, other than that, relaxing, because I've been trying to. I'm going back to work way earlier than everyone else in my work, which blows.
I'm going back literally next week, which I have to move this week.
Yeah.
Is the camera on me or you?
Both of us.
I'll put it on you. I have to move this week.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah.
Jesus
We're going
Christ.
to my parents' house.
I keep forgetting a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
But if either way, thank you guys. We've been hanging out a bit, so I'm gonna let him get home, and I gotta start making stuff for dinner.
I have to move the bed frame to Kai's apartment today. Which is yeah. Another thing, I wasn't allowed to lift more than 10 pounds.
Yeah, for how long?
Roughly a week.
That's what Jake was asking.
Yeah, roughly a week. You're not supposed to have sex for the first week.
Yeah.
Possible TMI. I did not have sex. I haven't had sex in a long time.
Yeah.
But I did test.
Yeah.
Because somebody told me it feels really weird your first time.
Yeah.
Like, do it by yourself just in case.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, it feels really weird.
I got to imagine, yeah, that's got it. Like, it doesn't. Does it feel different? It's just the mental feeling weird of
both.
It feels different.
Yep. Feels weird. It apparently gets different, like later on, but it felt really weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it felt really, really weird. But my point was, I couldn't lift anything more than 10 pounds for like a week, and my cat is 14 pounds, so I couldn't lift my cat, and I was really sad about it.
Without having any actual knowledge of what it actually feels like, in my mind, what it feels like is like, you know, when you're trying to go to Royal Oak, there's that one street that they usually, if you're coming south and it tries to take you on that angle because it's faster, but if you don't actually take it, you can still go straight and still make it. Is that what is it that like, oh fuck, I missed the turn, but I can still get there. It's not an issue.
No. Have you ever driven a car that keeps you in the lane?
No, but yes.
Oh, if you ever drive one of those and you like start to swerve a little bit out of the lane and like you're doing it on purpose trying to turn, but the car's like, no, you got to stay in the lane, and it tries to pull you back. That's what it feels like in your balls. Where it's like your balls are trying to pull you back one way and you're like, no, we can't go that way anymore. It feels like a little tug.
Oh, it's like traffic. It's like brake assist.
Yeah, it feels like a little tug. And it's weird. Yeah, it's weird. Weird. Also, knowing the science behind it, like your body just reabsorbs that stuff later. Weird to think about. It's like you're no longer ever,
Yeah.
you know, it's no longer just out there. It's in there, and it goes back in
Vicious cycle.
as nutrients. You eating babies.
You're gonna have great hair.
I am. My skin's gonna clear up.
Oh fuck! You know, it'd be so funny if I ever get a vasectomy and my hair comes back. I'm
Dude,
like,
that'd be
yo,
fucking
we're gonna know
wild,
what
man.
it is. I'm like, guys,
Dude, my dad's hair came back. But he told
did
me
we find the cure for hair loss as a
my
vasectomy?
dad told me he just shaved his head. He said that he could grow a full head of hair, but he was like, it was too much work in the army. And I was like, I get that, especially for a black guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's fair.
for a white guy, nobody gave me shit. For a black guy, though, like, you got to keep that fucking high top. Like, so he just shaved it. And
Yeah.
then randomly it grew back. But I did know that he had a vasectomy. I want to say it was before he married my mom.
That's fair.
But he was bald that whole time. So maybe the vasectomy brought it back. I don't know. We'll find out.
Something to think about.
Find
Yeah,
out in a
we'll
few
find
years.
out. Yeah, we'll give it another like at
If
least
my hair
5.
gets more luscious.
Yeah, we'll know. Because for me it's at least another 5 minimum before I even consider.
Yeah, minimum.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, listening. We hope your beginning of your year has started well. Probably should have said that at the beginning, but hey,
Probably.
we love you guys. Thank you so much. Be nice to those that deserve it,
And fight those that don't.
bye guys.